Knowledge, it ain't free. You gotta pay attention to Pass the Wire TV.
To Pass the Wire TV, your #1 source for horse racing news and interviews, handicapping analysis, betting insights, and more. Pass the Wire TV covers the biggest races at the best tracks.
Garnet and Louis Syed to win the Belmont Stakes at Saratoga. The Grey Wizard is absolutely flying. Champagne won. The Grey Wizard. Oh, it's very close. Leave it to the judge.
Like, share, and subscribe to Pass the Wire TV. Nobody does it better.
Hey, Sure Bet Coffee. Put that giddy up in your cup. That giddy up in your cup. Sure Bet Coffee.
Enter the world of Kingdom Nutrition, your #1 source for healthy horses and fast finishes. Make sure your horses stay strong and healthy with the balanced mineral profile of Healthy Bones. This veterinarian recommended supplement helps foals, weanlings, and yearlings grow and develop. Healthy Bones also helps speed up recovery so your horses can stay in training longer and race more often. Plus, Appetite, the amazing product for your horses. Is your horse a poor eater? Does he dunk his grain in his water bucket? Do you believe he may have ulcers? Are you tired of paying for expensive drugs which offer only temporary relief? Why not try Appetite, the amazing product which is 100% all natural, produced by nature. Appetite contains more than 300 herbs, grasses, and wildflowers to help your horses look and feel amazing. Your cost for a 1-month supply is only $99. It comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee if you're not 100% satisfied with the results. Call Justin at Kingdom Nutrition today.
Tracking trips at Pass the Wire, no matter what your level of play is. You know, people play the horses for all types of reasons. The action, the excitement, the thrill, the challenge. Some, believe it or not, even play expecting to lose. Me, I don't have that problem. I play to win and take down scores and have been doing it successfully for a long time. This is the life I've chosen. Don't go into battle alone. I do that. And you can have me and Tracking Trips as your second set of eyes. You can be a better bettor. Let's win this fight. Patience, discipline, like a cobra, ready to strike at the right time. When we win, we celebrate, and we celebrate hard because the rewards make all of it worth it. Nobody does it better. Tracking Trips at Pass the Wire. Be a member, unless of course you hate money.
They say breed the best and hope for the best.
Macoma broke well on the outside.
But you don't expect to get speed like this.
It is Macoma, the one to catch. Macoma has a 5-length lead in this Grade 1 corner. Macoma continues the battle on down at the rail. It is Macoma who's going to win the Met Mile.
Well, hello everyone. I hope everyone had a very nice Christmas there, and hopefully we're not struggling too much after New Year's Eve partying. Last week, let's do a quick flashback to last week at Santa Anita, opening day at Santa Anita, day after Christmas. We didn't do too bad. We had 3 winners and 2 seconds on our pick 5. Just the way it goes. I know we didn't hit the pick 5, but we did some pretty good damage out there overall, hitting some exactas, some tries. We had a couple of nice winners, and the ones that did send me emails that I sent some of the earlier races. I did have, a $32, $34 horse, I believe it was. That I had picked as my #1 pick in one of those races. But anyway, we did some damage at least, and we're going to try to do some damage now on this Saturday at Oaklawn Park. There's a couple of stakes races that you might, maybe one of these horses may be one of them that you might see on the Kentucky Derby Trail. Now, some people have been asking me, how do you keep track of certain horses and stuff like that for the Derby Trail? Well, Racelands themselves here on Equibase, they have a virtual stable. So I put horses' names in my stable. I approximately have about maybe 25, 22 horses in my stable. And right now, officially, they're all 3-year-olds now. There might be 1 or 2 4-year-olds that I still have in there that I keep an eye on for this year coming up. When you watch races, especially those maiden races, you got to watch those key races. It's not just the one that wins. You got to look like what John says, the troubling trips. You got to see what happened in a race, who is, going to be the now horse, maybe the next time out. You get that name of that horse, put it in your virtual stable. They will list, the training, whenever they work out. They will tell you when they're entered in a race. Like there's 2 of my horses entered in the same race at Santa Anita on Saturday on that same stakes race for 3-year-olds now. 2 of my horses are in that race, and one's McCarthy's horse and the other one's a Baffert horse. But they both look excellent. That's why I put them in my my stable. This is just to keep track of them, and that's how I do it. That's how you should probably do it. And a lot of people are out there asking, well, how do you narrow it down to some of these horses? Well, you got to watch the workouts. It's not see what their time. Remember, I've told you a million times, I do not care about the time of the workout. It's how they do that workout. It's did they do it with ease? Did they change leads really easy, nice and fluent? Do they have a nice stride to them? Are they getting over the track very well? And it's going to be very important that, especially that 3, possibly even 5 weeks before the Derby, if they're working out at Churchill Downs, watch those workouts, and see who looks like they're handling that very well. But going up to the before the Derby, of course, well, we got a nice little road here to go to, but watch how they run, watch how they work out. How did they finish the race? Did they have a lot of trouble in the race? All that kind of stuff adds all up to you should be your Derby pick. And that's how I do it. So before we get started there, I'm going to get going here. What we're going to do is at Oaklawn. We're doing the Mockingbird race and the Smarty Jones. Thank you. Sorry. Anyway, here we go. We're going to start diving into this. It's just for fillies 3-year-olds, which is the Mockingbird. This could be some of your, maybe an Oaks horse might come out of this race. Who knows? That's why you got to watch these races and see what do you think about them. We'll start with the number 1 horse. This horse definitely has some speed. It's only ran 1 time. This is what you're going to get. You're only going to get horses that ran anywhere from 1 up to maybe 4 or 5 times at most. But this horse has been doing very well, has some speed. It is going to be one of the horses you got to look out for. It's going to take the lead. You got an early pace factor of 74, 71 in the middle, and the late pace rating is a 79. I think this horse does have some speed, does have some talent. I would like to see a lot more from this horse. Horse won last time as the favorite. Yeah, big time favorite too, by the way. I just want to see more total. So for me, I'm going to take a seat back on this horse. I'm not even going to play it at all on anything that I'm going to be doing. But this horse will definitely be one of them that I'm going to be watching and seeing, taking notes. The 2. This horse here, another one that only has 2 races, going from turf to dirt. Now let's check that out first. Turf to dirt right here. The trainer goes from turf to dirt. He has 6 winners, 33% of the time. So he hasn't had many that he's done that to, but he's had very good success at it. ROI of a plus 13%, which is excellent. You got to love that. And the jockey with this jockey, he's got a plus ROI of plus 25%, which is excellent. And look at how this projected ratings for this horse. Now, this is more of a pace horse, 86, 81, and 86. So this horse could even find itself on the lead if that 1 doesn't get going. and pick up more speed than normal. So this horse, I think, has a heck of a shot. Do I think I have a shot at the win spot? I don't think so, but I wouldn't put it against this horse if this horse finished second or, somewhere in there. So I'd play this horse in exactas, trifectas, and of course supers if you have to do that. The horse is stretching out a little bit, but not by much. It's going 6 furlongs today. So, this horse could be sitting on the pace, could do really good damage. So this is definitely a horse to watch. The 3 here, the last time out did very well. This is another horse that's a pressure type horse. Did throw in 1 clunker in between the 2 wins, first time in stakes. I don't know what the heck happened there. Just never got going. Was the mile too far for her? I don't know. Might be. We'll see, later on in her career. But I'm glad that they brought her back, at 5.5 where she was comfortable. She won, keep her confidence up. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Like I said, sometimes things happen and the horse gets scared. They don't know what to do. They're trying to figure it out still. Remember, they were 2 just literally a couple of days ago. So this horse has got some talent. I don't know if this is horse for a win or anything like that. So I'm going to take a seat back. I'm going to let this one go by. It's not for my money today. This horse, the 4 horse here, this horse is, especially that last time out, finally woke up. It did a very good job of waking up there. Hernandez took over, Harry Hernandez, that is. Excuse me. And then this jockey is done very well with these type of horses that have, pressure type speed. Could even be an early leader. Could be if this horse breaks well enough. The question is there better horses in this race? I think there is. If you're going to do anything with this horse, I would do it on the bottom side of my supers and trifectas. So when I say I would put them on the bottom side, I don't put them in the win or place column. I always put them in, the 3rd and 4th place, depending if you're playing a trifecta or super. They're definitely, sometimes when I say that, they're definitely a play sometimes, maybe on pick 5s, pick 6s. If you need a spread somewhere, need to get some odds, like look at this one. This is 15-1 if you would have to do it. But for me, I'm going to do the bottom side, if anything, but most likely going to pass on this horse. The 5 here definitely has some speed. Might be one of your leaders, if not the leader. Out of a practical joke, out of a 5-star day mare, which that tells me a lot of speed. They are going 6 furlongs, remember. So I don't see this horse, getting a distance of ground when they go longer later on. But this one today could do some serious damage. But for me, it'd be more like on the bottom side of, exactas tries, somewhere around there. The horse, like I said, did do very well first time in the stakes after breaking his maiden. Nothing to be ashamed of. The ratings, speed ratings is 82, 73, and 58C. So this horse really slows down at the end. The question is, will he be around at the end of this race? Junior will be aboard, so that's a good plus. So definitely look at this horse for something to help out on some of your exotics. The 6. This one is probably the Brad to go much longer. You got to have a midshipman out of a Tappet mare. This horse is ran very good, ran pretty even last time out, and even the time before that went wire to wire, looked really good doing it. Does have the speed, does have the pressure type of speed too. Also to hang very close. If this one is not the winner, close up, drop back evenly. So that's why I said evenly. It was a pretty even race for her. So when it comes to this horse, I think this horse could do some damage, but probably not against the top 2 horses in my opinion here. I think this is more bottom side if anything. I have 2 other horses yet to talk about that I believe are one of the top, if not the top 2. the 7 here, a lot of speed. This horse has a lot of class. They're looking at projected ratings in 90, 86, 70. Kind of slows down a little bit. Last time in the stakes race did slow down a little bit, got caught. But remember, first time after a maiden win, I mean, can't, really don't falter too much on that. She did an excellent job in that race. Out of an Into Mischief mare. Very nice. Should have some talent to even go longer, take the speed longer. So I see, and now Pratt's taking over the reins. I think that this horse now he'll calm her down probably a little bit more after that last race. She learned a lot, even though she finished third. I think she just went for it too much. She dueled with another horse. If you look at the video, she did duel a little bit there. So they were head and head. And I think she got too excited, too much going on for her. I think now all they have to do is relax this horse, and this horse could be very, very dangerous. I think this is one of the top horses in this race. Beaten favorite, they switched jockeys. This is probably one of my best bets of the day on the whole card. I like the way this horse is coming about. I like the way the horse won its first time out, very easy in hand. And then the second time out, got some definitely competition going head and head. You got this horse to see, other horses running with them head and head. The first time it ran, it was all by itself. So there was no challenge there. So I think this is one to beat, and look out for this horse. The 8 here, another one that broke its mane just last time out, was also claimed. If you look down here, it was claimed for $50,000. And they're moving her up in the stakes race. They got super high hopes, maybe, but she won pretty easy. But I just think she's a step behind some of these horses. But if they claimed it and they're going for it, they're trying to, see what they got, and they might find out. I mean, hopefully she does well enough for them to do some other things with her. But for me, I just don't see her competing, especially against my top 2 picks. So I'm just going to take a seat back and watch this one run today. And then the 9, I think this was another one that would be one of my top picks in this race if I had to pick another one here. This horse has got a lot of talent. The first time out, ran really good up to the last minute and just gave way, gave it up. I think she just ran her heart out too much. It was on pretty much an off track at Churchill Downs. So she didn't do well at the end. She didn't finish well. The time after that at Keeneland, she did really good wire to wire. She learned a lot apparently from that maiden race, which is the big key. They got to learn within the first two, possibly third race. They have to learn as much as possible so you can put them in these type of races, stakes races. Remember, they're young, they're babies. Like I said, they were just 2 just a couple of days ago. Projected ratings early is 86, middle is 77, and 88 at the late. So this horse could do it. Tons of talent here. I think this is definitely a major player, especially for the exactas. So look out for that horse too. This horse could do some serious damage. Before we go and look at Race Lens, how they project, how they see this race come along, remember to send any questions. I'd like to start getting some questions about, some of the lingo maybe I use, or John and Gio and all them use, or got questions about how we come about handicapping certain things. I'll go over that in my segments here. If you have questions about buying, claiming horses, trainers, owning or whatever, or going to the sale and get a book and go and look at, I could help you with all that. So just shoot me an email and we'll take care of that right down there, Charles at passthewire.com. So let's go into see how Race Lens sees this race unfolding. And here we go. All right. First of all, they have it 7-9-2 in the lead. I see the 7 up there. If she's not on the lead, she'll be definitely second. Then it's 7-2-9 going around midway, and then they see it 7 at 80%, and 9 at 5%, 2 at 3, and 6 at 3, and then 1 at 2%. I have it 7-9-2-5. I think the 5 can hang around there for a little bit. Here's what I use as the probable factors on the race. Speed, class, and form is all of 4. Distance, jockey is at a 3. Jockey trainer is at a 4. Pace and trainer at a 5. Track is at a 4. Angles 3, and track condition is at a 4. That's how I do Oaklawn dirt. There is no turf at Oaklawn. It's just the dirt track only. But that's how I see it. 7-9-2-5. They have it 7-9-2-6. And they're saying the 7 should be 1-5. And right now the morning line's 4-5. Let's just hope it is at 4-5. I'll be very happy. That's going to be my best bet of the day there. So I'm going to have a win bet on that. So let's hope for the best on when it comes to those odds. Now, next we're going to jump all the way to the, I believe it's the 9th race. I was going to say the 10th, but it's the 9th. This is a mile 16th with now 3-year-olds. Possible, hopefully some of these are hoping that they're on the right track for the Derby. And it starts basically today, this weekend, and all tracks are going to start separating them and see who's going to start. The cream's going to rise to the top somewhere, and it could be in this race. You never know. The 1 horse. Last time out, 5.5 furlongs, did very well. They're going a mile and 16th. This horse has been at a mile twice on turf, though. So, we don't know about the main track. Can this horse stretch out? The horse, this trainer, Pete Miller, does an excellent job of getting horses ready and better than what they, show on paper sometimes. He trains in California. That's his main hub. He does have some horses in Kentucky and a couple other places. But this horse, I believe, can stretch out. Has the talent to do it. Has the speed to probably try to steal this race. So look out. Do I think this is the major winner here? I don't think it's the major shot here, but definitely a player for some of the exotics. You got to look at that. I think there's a couple other horses in here that have a better shot, but that's my opinion. Here's the horse after it broke its maiden. Has just been doing okay, after that. This one has the most races, 6 races total, I think it is, out of all these not 2-year-old, now 3-year-old. I think this horse is going to have to do a lot more to start impressing me, because this horse has had shots, maybe not the second or even third time, but the last 3 races, this horse should have done something to show me if it's at this type of caliber to run in a stakes race like this. Finishing 4th and a 3rd and a little distance behind. And I'm just going to take a pass on this horse. I don't think this horse has got it. I think there's at least 3 other horses. Running style come from behind, which I do agree with. I think there's much more talent in this race. This horse is really going to have to step it up big time. So for me, I'm taking a major pass. Here are the 3. Interesting horse. Basically, the last time out was pressuring, did very well, won by a head, Time before that, did the same thing, pressure, just stayed even all the way. Time before that, it just didn't do much in a breeder. It was basically the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity in October. They were probably trying to get this horse ready for the Breeders' Cup, probably. And he threw in a major clunker, got bumped, and then the horse just had nothing after that, had no desire to do anything. So Graham probably just pulled him up and just said, we'll save him for another day, which it's proved to be good because the horse did finish third and first in the last 2 races. So he did save this horse to do some more damage. Is this horse going to do damage today? I don't think he will, but this horse is definitely one that you don't just turn your head on all the time. Look at this. You got Keith DeSormo. He trains another one that trains on the West Coast in California most of the time. Him and this jockey has teamed up at 25% wins plus 27% ROI, return on your investment, which is pretty nice. And horse has a 5 furlong workout bullet within the last 7 days. I mean, like I said, I don't care too much about the bullet workout overall. I just want to see a nice steady pattern, but this horse is definitely going on the right direction after that one bad race at Keeneland. So maybe he's heading back the right way. Take a look, take a watch. Maybe one of those, you watch it in the race, you might be this one, and you want to put in your virtual stable to keep an eye on. But for me on this race today, I'm going to take a pass. You got the 4 here, which is still a maiden, which is fine. I don't have a problem, especially at this early in the game, jumping into stakes races. Especially last time out, did show a little bit of more improvement. Ran pretty even overall. Lucas, I think. I mean, what else can I say about Lucas? Everyone knows about Lucas. Excellent old timer trainer. But for me, this horse still has to step it up. And I usually don't like to bet maidens going into stakes, but it doesn't mean that they cannot win, because they've won plenty times to prove me wrong on that. So I'm not going to say that part. This horse has a 5 furlong bullet workout in the last 7 days. That's what their angle is. But for me, I'm taking a pass. The 5 here. This horse did very good in the last race. As a matter of fact, its maiden coming out race did an excellent race, really. If you really watched that race on tape and everything, that horse did some good moves, did everything right. It was just the other horse that day, which just had the lead and was a better horse that day. The next time out, this horse won, did everything it's supposed to do. Is this horse a major player? I really think it is in this race. I think it's one of the top 3 horses in this race. This horse would be more of a closer than a pace horse, I think. But he will sit pretty close to the pace and could do some damage. They got the projected ratings of 73, 78, 99. See, they got it building up, This trainer in stakes races gets a plus 155 ROI. Something to be able to look out, and especially junior aboard. Got to look at this horse. This is a major player. Watch out. I would not be surprised to see this horse get up and win. Here's another one I will not be surprised that gets up and win. Horse did everything so easy last time, set the pace, looked like a great mover. Watch the video, looked really good. Cox is the trainer. You got Pratt aboard. Definitely one of the horses to beat, in my opinion. So you cannot toss this horse at all. Horse has got tons of talent. So look out. This might be one of those horses that's going to end up in the Derby, maybe. So I think it's a major player. The 7 has always shown that it's had talent. It's been knocking on the doors, when it's maiden races, third, second, 5th, but only lost by 2. Then he threw in a clunker, 5th, lost by 9, and then came back and won. Is this horse now turning the page, getting better? Pete Miller's bringing this horse out here from Del Mar and all that stuff. You got to look at this horse. I think this horse could be the now horse. Bred well, especially for this type of race, going this distance. Major player, in my opinion. You got to watch him. So check this horse out. Oops. And then the 8. Last 2 times this horse has ran very well. Did some excellent damage there, sitting right off the pace, going from 6.5. And then the second time out was a mile. After that, that was really nice both times. So horse has got serious ability here to do some damage. For me, I'm going to take I think it's more on the bottom side of the exotics for me, but I honestly would not be too shocked if this horse jumped up and got a piece of the pie a little bit. But for me, it's bottom side of the exotics. Look at how this horse will be flying at the end, 77, 79, and 103. That's how they see it, the projected ratings on this horse. So I think in that race, it's a little bit more wide open than that first stakes race with the fillies. But in this race, you got a lot more talent that could do some damage. Sitting on the front end or coming from behind, you got to love that. So you got some versatile there of options. Okay, so now this is what Racelens projects the mile and 16. They think the 6-4, possibly the 8, all 3 will go out there and on the run. The 6, probably, I could probably see the 6 out there in front or at least close to it. The 4, I could see the 4 also, but like they said in the middle part, they said the 6, 3, 8, but they see the 6 starting to pull away. But coming down the stretch, they got the 1. That Pete Miller horse that I said is their stretching house going from turf to dirt type of thing. They got the 1 at 49%. They got the 7 at 23, 6 at 9, 5 at 7, and the 8 at 4%. I got the 6, 7, 5 one. I just got a little bit different mix on that. I'm projecting it to go another way. They see it this way. I do have to agree that it is a much tighter race. Let's see what they show for the odds. The 1 should be even money. It's 2-1. The 7 should be 3-1. You're getting 12-1. 7 is a huge. That would be huge. If it's supposed to be 3-1, that's definitely some value there. Especially at 12-1. And that horse goes off at 10, 12-1. That's huge value for that horse for the 7. So check that all out. And then, of course, we want to see what I have there for my pick 5. Let's see if we could get this pick 5 over here at Oaklawn. Like I said, last weekend wasn't too bad, but, once again, we did not hit 5. We hit 3 out of 5. We had 2 seconds in there on that pick 5, which is not too bad. We plus had some exactas and tries and stuff. But here we are. Here's our pick 5 and how I see those 5 races. It starts in the 6th race, and I think in that race, how I picked it, it was 6, 8, 7, 2. And in that race, I'm going to do a trifecta, 6, 8 with a 6, 8, 7, 2 with a 6, 8, 7, 2, 9 on my try. Now, the pick 5, let's go to the pick 5. The first leg, which is race number 6, I'm going 6, 8, 7, 2. I'm taking all 4 horses there. And then in the second leg, which is race number 7, I'm just going to single out that 7. I think that 7 with Pratt aboard is just going to be too much for those horses. And then leg 3, which is, of course, race 8, I got 8, 5, 6, 1. I got another 4 horses there. And then in that 9th, we just finished covering right there, which is the 4th leg of this pick 5. I'm going to take my top 3 horses, the 6, 7, 5 in that order. And then the last race, which is the 10th race, I'm going 5 deep there. The 13 is also on the also eligible. So if that horse does not get in, You could also throw in a couple other horses probably, but 11, 13, 12, 10, and 7 is how I see that race right now. So that's how that's my pick 5. In race 7, I do like the 7, 9, 2, 5. I'm putting a win on the 7 if the odds are not too short. Of course, exact the 7 over the 9, a daily double 7 over the 8, 5. Eighth race, I like 8, 5, 6, 1. Trifecta, the 8, 5 over the 8, 5, 6, 1 over the 8, 5, 6, 1. And then the 9th race, I do like the 6, 7, 5, 1. I'm just going to go just do exacta with 6, 7. And then on that 10th race, I like the 11, 13, 11, 13, 12, 10, 7, 11, 13, 12, 10, 7, and the 1, and that throw on more. Hopefully you get a little price there on the bottom side of that. So once again, I do want to thank everyone for joining me. Once again, please also send me emails, questions that you would like me to cover the next time that I'm going to do a show, and I'll answer those as the best I can. And until then, let's go out there and get all these winners, and I'll see you in, hopefully, the winner's circle, right? See ya.
Tracking trips have passed the wire. There is no better time than now to join and ride with this clan. We'll be your second set of expert trained eyes. We ain't gonna buy you a fish. Sure, we'll give you some, but more importantly, we'll show you how to fish and make you a better. CAWs, sharks in the water, no problem. We'll go against anybody, and we have the track record to prove it. Big days, big pools, and select days all year long. We'll outplay them all. Looking for an ace? You're in the right place. Want to find that diamond? Be with us. Want to know more? Just ask a member or visit us at PassTheWire.com and check out the Tracking Trips page. Nobody does it better.
You're watching Pass the Wire TV.
Tracking trips at Pass the Wire, your second set of eyes in horse racing.
Solo Mini,
Be
a
a member.
top 10 first crop sire in 2023, standing at McMahon of Saratoga. 14 first crop winners, including My Shady Lady, winner of the $500,000 New York Stallion Series Fifth Avenue Stakes, Grade 2 winner, Winstock, and Stakes winner, Solo Shot. Solo Mini, the 7th leading freshman sire and the only top 10 freshman sire with a Grade 1 or Grade 2 winner. He sired a $700,000 2-year-old at the OBS April sale. His juveniles sold for nearly 6 figures on average, more than 12 times the stud fee. Solo Mini, a controversial DQ from being a Grade 1 winner by 2-time Horse of the Year Curlin, standing at McMahon of Saratoga Thoroughbreds.
They breed the best, and hope for the best.
Macoma broke well on the outside.
But you don't expect to get speed like this.
It is Macoma, the one to catch. Macoma has a 5-length lead in this Grade 1 corner.
Nobody does it better.